Okay, it started. Okay, so let me send out the email. Do you know what the link is called? Do you know what the link is called? Where's the link, darling?
It's on your Instagram, please.
Yeah, baby. My other Instagram, can you send it to the Heart Empress one? No, the other one. Because I can't get into it from here. This is a private link, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna send it so... Hi guys. Hi guys. So I'm so excited for this full moon container and hi guys.
Keep talking, it's fine. It's just on. It's like.
So I can't really like.
How did it do it 4 times? It's so funny. I think it's good.
Okay, babe.
I'm ready. I'll just leave it streaming.
Is it recording?
I'll end it.
No.
Oh no, there's no need to end it. Just start.
I need to just start recording.
Okay, one thing I need to do.
Okay. It is 8:08.
Just hope it records it.
Hey, babe. Let me know and then I can skedaddle. And
Ready?
yeah, let me send it.
Oh, you got to add them. Sorry, give me the email.
Huh?
Give me the email.
Kangwa S. This is what I wanted to do it earlier.
This is long. I think I should just do it public.
No, baby, I've already emailed them the link.
No, I know. It's not going to make a difference. I'm saying basically they need to be signed into this on their YouTube account to then be in the link. Like, that's what I was bare fiddling about for very long. I think just doing it public is way better. You're not going to have as many issues.
But
Trust me.
okay. Oh.
I'll do it anyway.
No, just do it. Just do it. I need to start. I'll just tell them. I'll just say.
No, it doesn't make a difference to them. It was just
No, because I've emailed them that specific link. So when they click on the link, it's not going to take them to it.
the same link.
Okay, well.
So just so you know, this is your YouTube area, and this one here,
Mm-hmm.
this black one, is just this one.
Record.
This is the recording area. So
Okay.
this is where you go to deal with your stream.
Well, I'm not going to touch it.
So just in case.
Yeah, I'm not. Thank you, baby. Right, I'm just gonna wait for a few more minutes for people to get the link. Peppermint, please. Let me go on to my... So sorry guys, I'm a little bit late, but there were some technical issues. I'm not the most technical savvy person, so basically I just have instructed my boyfriend to do everything. But thank you for the people that are here already. Let me go on to... We're going to get started very soon in the next few minutes. I'm just going to view it as well so I can see what's going on. We're going to get started very soon in the next few minutes. I'm just going to view it as well so I can see what's going on. Hi, Mims. So, oh my god, this is super exciting. Okay. Right. We're gonna wait until my peppermint tea arrives, because that's just gonna get me into a calm state. And then we're gonna get started with this moon cycle container. I say moon cycle container because it's kind of a mixture of those two things. I wanted it to be a container of good energy. So even for the people that aren't here, they're gonna be in this container. I've arranged this so that you're involved too. And a circle because I invited only women. And to be honest, most of my clientele and just people that follow me are women. So I feel like that's just perfect. And yeah, I'm really excited to do this. I'm really excited. This is my first time. So like I may be a little bit nervous or just a little bit on edge. But yeah, that should go as I get into it a little bit more. But how is everyone? How's everyone's night? How's everyone doing? We have a lot to get through, so I'm gonna start very, very soon. Right. Hey, Karina. So remind me what everyone's star signs are again. Because I know I think we have Capricorn in here. Karina, are you a Capricorn? I remember, I think you're a Capricorn. You're a Virgo. I knew you were an earth sign. I'm good. I'm good. I'm so excited for this. So let's just get started. Why not? Okay. So the reason why I wanted to do this container is because I wanted to kind of dive into and utilize this moon's energy, because it's a really powerful one. It sits just before the eclipse season, and we're going to dive into the astrological significance of this full moon. But really, it's for two reasons. I wanted to make sure that we can transform and release the things that no longer serve us, as well as bringing in more light into our energetic bodies so we can manifest the things that we want to manifest as the eclipse season approaches. Now, we're not in eclipse season yet, but this full moon is just before, so it's like the perfect time to be, I guess, releasing anything we no longer need, so that we can, yeah, as I said, manifest the things we need to manifest when eclipse season comes. And I wanted to create this container because this is a great way to uplift and upgrade our energetic systems, as well as it helps Mother Gaia, upgrade her system. The more we come together and help individually bring about more light within us, the more light then thus will be on Mother Earth, Gaia. So I'll use those words interchangeably, but yes, it's kind of for those two reasons. So let's now look into the astrological significance and just go through a little bit of why this is so important and why I decided to start this full moon container. This is my first one, why I decided to do it now. Not only is this quite astrologically significant for me because I'm an Aries rising and we're in a full moon in Aries, it's significant for everyone because this is bringing about big changes. And I'm going to be going over several different points, but we're going to start with, why is it called the Hunter Moon in the first place? Or the Blood Moon? And it's a funny one because it's linked. So I have my little notes here. The reason why we're releasing is because on full moons, we're only supposed to release, and on new moons, we're supposed to manifest. And the Hunter Moon sits right in between the summer and winter. So Hunter season is kind of just our harvest season, where in the, I guess, Native Americans used to basically, that's what they called it, because they would go out and hunt before the winter season starts. So it's like this really sacred time for, I guess, in the seasons. It represents a change between summer and winter. And it reminds us about the seasonal changes and how these seasonal changes are really significant for us humans because we're cyclical. We're in a cyclical world. We have seasons, but we're also cyclical, especially as women, right? So we, you can draw inspiration from, the follicular phase, the luteal phase, the ovulation phase, and the period phase. So you have all these different phases, and that kind of represents the seasons in itself. So it's really important when we're looking at, I guess, the impact of this full moon, and we chime it in with the seasons. Have you got my peppermint tea, babe? Thank you. Okay. So going off of this Hunter Moon, this is about a change in our vibration. And for many of us, we're going inwards, right, as the winter season's approaching. But there's this very special time in the sense of that we're getting also more spiritually sensitive, especially around full moons, but also like just in the season in itself. We're going inwards. We're going almost like the womb space, right? We're going in. We're not going outwards. That's very summer, right? We're going in. So yeah, this is a big shift in vibration for all of us, and there's a lot of transformations coming, and this kind of leans into the eclipse season that's coming up in November. So eclipses, they happen around 2 times a year, and they signify a period of transformation and change. And there's usually very big shifts, and it doesn't happen like on one particular day, but it happens sometimes depending on your birth chart and depending how the transits are lining up for you. Depends when that shift is going to happen. But before this eclipse season, before we see those big changes and we get kind of things, it's like the chaos of eclipse season. That's what people like to call it in the astrological community, because it can be chaotic. And what the full moon does, the full moon before, is that it allows us a smoother transition into that eclipse season. So we can kind of not just like get swept around like crazy chaos and things transforming even when maybe we're not ready or not ready for it. This kind of helps us step into our sovereignty, our autonomy, and saying, hey, there's things that I need to release right now so I can step into my highest timeline, my highest self. And this is what this full moon's all about, really. Let's go over a little bit of the transits, right? Because there's some major transits going on. So we just come out of a Mercury retrograde, and we're still kind of reeling from that. So we're still kind of getting our feet settled down, and we're still trying to get out the funk that Mercury retrograde like kind of put us in that little crazy energy. And now we're kind of trying to articulate the things that we may have learned during that retrograde. Now we have Chiron conjunct Aries going on. Now, this is massive, and this really does tie into the full moon and why this full moon's so important. Because obviously the moon's in Aries, the full moon's in Aries, but we have Chiron there conjuncting it. And this is crazy because Chiron teaches us what we need to know in order to heal. It's really big in terms of our birth chart. So I used to do birth charts before, and that's something I used to really hone into because it really tells you a lot about the deep wounds in someone or what someone's going through, or a theme that comes up regularly in their life. So, for example, my Chiron is in the 7th house. So a lot of my wounds have come up in regards to relationships or friendships or in terms of others. So, in regards to Chiron, this is big because it's bringing up wounds to the surface. It's bringing up how complicated they are as well and how deep they are for some people. And it also reminds us of how our wounds can also get the better of us. Every one of us has triggers, traumas, habits, belief system, thoughts that stop us and hold us back from stepping into our highest timeline or even having connection to our highest self. And when we become aware of our triggers, our wounds, we can then get a better perspective of them and how we can no longer be controlled by them. So one question I put towards you is, what are the wounds that are coming up for you at the moment, especially in the last few days? Especially in regards to maybe to do with yourself or others, or what you see in relationships around you. And then I want to ask you, how can we bring the wounds into the light so we can step more into our purpose, our healing story, instead of victim stories or self-sabotaging stories? And that's what Chiron conjunct Aries is really asking of us right now. It's really trying to draw some light on what's going on. The full moon is the brightest. It illuminates the things that we need to see. So what's been tugging at you lately? What's been holding you back? because having Chiron here is like major, and we don't get this in every full moon. I think it's really important to acknowledge that we're not defined by our wounds. But if we don't acknowledge our wounds and work through them, it's really hard for us to move forward and move into our highest vibration or our most aligned self. Does that make sense? If this is making sense, just write yes into the chat. So that's one of the major transits that's going on. Okay, yes, Karina, yes, Mims. Okay. So that's something that I really want you to think about while we go through this full moon container, because I really do think that that is one of the major themes. And what's asking of us is we release that this full moon. Okay. Next, we're going to look at the polarity between Aries and Vena, Aries, and Libra, which are ruled by, Aries is ruled by Mars and Libra by Venus. Now, this is an amazing contrast that I want to talk about because it's between the masculine and the feminine, and also it's between, how do I say this without getting too complex into, I guess, the spirituality of it? But the Venus planet is our ascended Earth. So Venus is like our fifth dimensional Earth. So we're really, in a lot of ways, aspiring to be like Venus. It's like the sister planet to Earth. And Mars, in many ways, is the fallen Earth. It represents a breakage in time where many people chose negative and self-sabotaging ways, and they broke off. And that's what Mars represents, okay? So when we've got this contrast between the two, it is the most powerful thing because it really does show us this kind of the balance of energies and where we're wanting to be. Really, the feminine is making like I feel like a comeback, right? The matriarchy is making a comeback. We're seeing that across different social media outlets, especially TikTok. I see it a lot. And I think as women, we're rising up into our goddess energy. I mean, there was many times on Earth where we ruled, and not in a way of like power hungry. We were the I guess the ruling energy. Yeah, we had the most power, and this was good. And then obviously there's been times where there's been male energy ruling. Now, not all male energy is bad, and I don't want to come on here and sound like I'm bashing because it's not about that. We're talking more about the toxic masculinity. But there is something that's really important, that there is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And when they're working together in harmony, when we can strike a balance between these two, we can actually ascend quicker, and also we can step into our purpose quicker. Because in all of us, whether you're a man or a woman, have the masculine and the feminine. So it's not about being rigid in both, it's about being able to flow. And this is what this full moon's bringing up. What are you neglecting? Are you neglecting your feminine energy? Are you neglecting your masculine energy? And if you are, let's say, for example, in your feminine energy, why is it hard for you to change and move into that masculine energy? What wounds are coming up there? And if you're, for example, more in your masculine energy and you'll go, 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 then why is it hard for you to relax and go within and listen to your higher self? So striking the balance between these two things is really important in regards to this full moon. So this is going to really kind of reverberate in the next few days as well. And also I want to talk about Mars as well, being the planet, holding the energy of anger and defensiveness. It can hold the energy of assertion and bravery, but it also can be very angry and defensive. And sometimes when we're trying to not look at our wounds and we're trying to not look at our shadow selves, we can kind of like, I guess, be very defensive. If someone brings up something, oh, hey, I feel like in the most compassionate or loving way, oh no, I don't do that, or oh no, that's not what I do. So I want to get you into the space of seeing that this Martian energy can be more, can be a higher level. This can come out in bravery, courage to walk in your life purpose, courage to walk into your truest self, holding space for yourself, holding space for others, being supportive towards others. Okay, and also I want to mention in regards to this that there's going to be themes coming up in regards to like your independence in relationships. Is there anyone or anything that you're being codependent on? So this might not only be in relationships, or you may be too independent and not be relying on the people around you, because we are humans and we need our community and we need the people around us to support us, to bring us out of those times of need, or also just anyway for joy and fun and interaction. But sometimes as well, that can go on to the other side where we'd be codependent and we haven't got boundaries and we're giving too much. So those are the themes that also are coming up. And lastly, I want to touch on the Uranus square Saturn that's going on. Now, the Uranus square Saturn is super interesting because this shows me that there's a polarity going on between the old and the new. And this is like so in line with the full moon because, as I said, full moon's all about letting anything that needs to release go, letting anything that's not in alignment go lovingly, letting it leave your being. And I think this brings up questions in regards to like what is not working for you anymore, right? What is not, it could be as simple as a very deep belief that you hold, like I don't deserve abundance, or I don't deserve loving deep friendships. And also what traumas, old habits, triggers are holding you back. Is my fear of abandonment not allowing me to have relationships with people? And as I said, a lot of this is going to be relationship focused because we are in Libra season. So, but what I want to also put in with this transit is that it's squaring Saturn. So although we're trying to let in the new, we're also trying to integrate our old selves as well. So when we bring something from the shadows, our wounds, up into the light, we don't just chuck it away, we lovingly bring it to the light. Okay? So we acknowledge, hey, I've got this wound about abandonment. I'm going to bring it to the light. And I'm going to check myself and keep myself feeling safe every time I'm interacting in a relationship where maybe this person is triggering my abandonment issues. So it's not about abandoning parts of ourselves. And Saturn won't let us do that because it's a very strict planet. It's about integrating those two things, the new and the old, and bringing, as I said, the shadows to the light. not abandoning any parts of ourselves. I hope this is all making sense. I'm just gonna have a little chat, check in. Is everyone feeling like they understand what the astrological significance is and why it's important? Do we have any questions? Or you can just simply type yes and tell me that like things are going well and you understand. But these are the real key points of what's going on. And I think one thing that I want you to keep your eye on is the Chiron conjunct Aries. Okay, all good. Right. Let's move on now to the group card pulling. Okay. I'm going to pull some cards out for the group, and I'm also going to do a channeling from Ascended Masters or any I guess higher vibrational beings that want to come in and just chime into this container and give us any yummy bits of wisdom. I feel like this really is like my favorite thing to do is channel and to read. So let's get into it. Right. I'm going to be channeling, hoping someone comes through, but I'm already feeling who's going to be coming through. Okay. So let's see. Right. Right. I'd like to receive a card reading for my full moon container, for all my ladies in here, and for the ladies who are not here. What would you like us to know? Okay. Let's see what comes through. Okay. I'd like to draw one more card, please. Wow. Okay, amazing. So, straight away, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I know right now there's a lot of people in this container, including myself, that have many goals, many career goals, it could be, that they are gunning towards, that they really hope to manifest and to desire, and they're working hard on it. But there is still, at the moment, some fear holding you back in regards to these shifts and manifestations that you want to bring forward. I'm really feeling like this can be career driven. And with the full moon in Aries, it's really asking us to be brave, and it's really asking us to be a leader, but also be connected to others. And there is some fears within this group about how, and just some fears about how this is going to happen. How am I going to reach those goals? How am I going to manifest the things I want to manifest? But it's funny, with the Eight of Swords, she has all the swords around her, but nothing's actually hurting her. And she can get out of the ropes. She can take off her blindfold, but it's almost like she's frozen in fear of things that actually haven't happened. So, and when I pulled out another clarity card, we got the World card. And this is the ultimate success card. And it's almost like, wow, with the Eight of Swords and the World card, it's like there's a cycle of fear in regards to these things that you're trying to manifest, these goals and desires you're trying to manifest that need to be completed. There's a cycle of fear that needs to just end so that we can properly step into these manifestations. And the fear, shall I reiterate? The fears are coming from your mental space. And that's why in this container, I really wanted to upgrade our systems and bring more light in so we can let go of the monkey brain, the ego, the mental sphere, so that we can get more in touch with our higher self and bring in those codes of light through. So we can go out into the world and complete and be successful in the areas that we want to be successful. With the Page of Pentacles, it's very like, I can see that the group is very focused on certain physical manifestations. So that might be getting a new car, buying new furniture, bringing more abundance into your bank account, having a promotion. So this is to do with the physical world, and obviously this makes sense. It comes about because without, I guess, without people, we can't really manifest the things that we want. Whether that's people need to be in tune with you to be able to, give you that promotion, or people need to be able to hear, for example, your sales pitch or whatever you're going to pitch forward. So it's important that we include people with this. Okay, let's see the block that's going on for the group. I'd like a block that's going on for the group, please. Okay. And I'd like a clarifying card for that. Right. Okay. This is crazy. We've got very significant cards here in terms of the block that's going on. Okay, firstly, let's break down the Three of Swords. The block here is that there's a lot of struggles, maybe heartbreak in regards to the things that you're trying to manifest, the goals that you're trying to manifest. It's almost like maybe you failed a few times, or maybe you feel like you kind of feel beaten down by the idea. And the Three of Swords shows me that it's definitely in the past. So what's so great about this card that it's not pointing to anything happening in the future, right? But maybe you're still feeling like you're still feeling the energy of the things that have, like, for example, failure, that's still lingering around. It's not helping you move forward. We also have the Death card. So there's a kind of a refusal to transform, to grow, to get rid of, the things that are holding you back. Because the Death card is often looked at as like a scary card, but it's not. But when it's in a block position, it shows me that as a group, there's a problem with transforming this past hurt, these failures, maybe, job losses. Transform it and bring it into the light. It's almost like you're refusing to let go of the things that you need to let go of so you can move forward. And that's exactly why I wanted to do this moon circle, because it's very important that we let go of the things we need to let go of. If you see in the Death card, the sun is coming up in the background. So it's kind of like there's good things coming if you let go of the things, and I'm getting a big high pitch in my ear. If you let go of the things that you need to let go of to step into your higher self and your highest timeline. Okay, what is the guidance for the group here? I'd like some guidance. Okay, wow. Ooh. Oh my god, so much jumped out. Okay, let's see here. Right. Okay, this is really interesting. So I said we've come from a place and we're in a place where we're trying to manifest the things we need to manifest. We've been maybe frozen a little bit by fear, and kind of maybe the fear is stopping you from really stepping into the frequency you need to step into to fully manifest those goals. But I do see that all this work you've been doing on your goals, whether that's been planning it, actualizing it, doing actions in the physical world to implement this desire, right now and in this container and in the next few days, the universe is saying that there needs to be a frequency of rest, a frequency of going in, a frequency of withdrawing and honoring your inner and feminine energy. Just taking a break a little bit, okay? Taking a break so that we can actually transform our inner world so it starts matching our outer world. Is this resonating with anyone? We also have the 10 of Cups, so I'm seeing gratitude. So not only do we need to rest and go within, we need to actually have more gratitude for the things around us. So that could be as simple as this peppermint tea, candles, this new lamp my mum got me. It can be as simple as that. And then we also have the 8 of Cups. So this is showing me is similar to the energy of the 4 of Swords, of needing to take a break, a little vacation, a little withdrawal, so that you don't get, I guess, chimed out, you don't get bogged down by the weight of the things that you want to manifest. Yeah, and I think what I'm getting through, what I'm hearing is that the transformation that needs to go on is very internal. It's not external. So that's why there's so much inner work and kind of quietness and going within that needs to take place so that we can get to a point where it starts manifesting externally. And lastly, I don't know if anyone's trying to start a business. I don't know if anyone's trying to get their money up, be more abundant, be the King of Pentacles. This is daddy energy. This is BDE energy, okay? This is like, I know I'm stable, I know I'm successful, but I'm also humble and I'm connected to my higher self, but I've got my feet firmly on the ground. And that's the guidance here. It's like, once we come and rest, once we get into a place of rest and have more gratitude and spend more time going within, then we're going to get to a place where the abundance is going to start flooding in, flourishing in. And that's because you've tended to your inner garden. The King of Pentacles is really patient, and he governs the physical world. So I'm really seeing kind of this manifestation of your desires in the physical world coming alight, where once you set into this king energy, and you know that sometimes it's not all doing. It's sometimes going within and having that inner transformation so that we can see the physical things coming out. Okay, let's pull out some other cards so that we can get a little bit more clarity and understanding. I love this deck of cards. This is Whispers of the Ocean. This is not a tarot deck. And they just have great advice. Right, I'd like to connect with the group's energy. I'd like some more clarity and understanding of this message for the full moon container. Any more clarified messages? Ooh, okay. Wow, we have facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. Now, this is so in tune with like the Eight of Swords energy. It's like facing those fears, ending the cycle of worrying about things that haven't even happened yet and may not even happen. And I love how it said connecting to the universe and others, as this is the Libra season, right? And going inwards, connecting with yourself inwards, thus connecting with the universe, and then being able to go out into the world and connect with others. So this makes a lot of sense. Let's draw one more card out from this deck. I'd like one more card, please, from this deck. Any more clarity or messages? Okay. Gentle moderation. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you're trying to accomplish. So this is amazing because this kind of goes in line with the Four of Swords energy of needing to go within and kind of take your time and having gratitude in the moment so that you can actually manifest and accomplish the things you need to accomplish. Not by pushing yourself out of fear that time is running out. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Let's pull out some other cards. I have many oracle cards, so we're going to pull one out from the Starseed deck, which is one of my favorite decks. Starseed Oracle deck. Right. I'd like any more guidance for the group? Any more guidance for the group in regards to this full moon reading? Wow. That just jumped out. Okay. Wow. And one more, please, for the group. Ooh, I love it. Right. Firstly, we have your life as a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Now, I knew this was about manifestations. But right now, it's not the time to manifest. So although this card is coming out, this goes aligned with the reading in itself, that to manifest the things you want to manifest and to kind of see your life as this big canvas, we need times of introspection and going within. Okay. We also have Earth pulsing, pulse of mother, slow down, time in nature. The King of Pentacles has this energy, you know, he loves nature. He has a big garden, he sits in it, and he loves the Mother Nature, Mother Gaia. So I want you to take some time out in nature in the next few days to kind of connect with your inner well. And lastly, we have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I didn't expect the Pleiadian energy to come through, but I'm very happy with it because if anyone knows about Starseed origins, I'm Pleiadian in one of my main energies. So I love that come through. Now the Pleiadians as a star race are super, they're just teachers, they're mentors, they have big ideas, they're charismatic, and they're able to transform their karma very, very quickly. They don't like to do shadow work, really. They like to release and move on. So that's what I'm getting through in regards to this full moon, is that you can transform your shadows or the things that are holding you back, your wounds, transform them quicker than you think you can. It's almost like they're saying, this is not the time to dwell in the darkness. This is the time to understand that you are the creator of your canvas, of your life, and that you can, whatever you want to manifest, you can manifest. Maybe not as quickly as this, like you do in your 5D body, in your light body, if you were in a higher dimension, but you can do it pretty quickly. And that's because you have this energy when you get in touch with with your heart and your higher self, and you stay in that frequency, you can manifest quicker, because that's the frequency of love, of joy, of peace, of enlightenment, the higher frequencies that we can get into. When we're stuck on lower frequencies of jealousy, even logic as well, this rigidness, we can get very, when we move our frequency higher, we can be able to look at our life and be able to transform and move things about. Wow, that's a beautiful message that's coming through. And let's pull out one more card before we channel some information from the actual from any higher vibrational being who wants to come through. This is my favorite deck. This is the Lemurian Star Child deck, which I love. I absolutely love. It's a very advanced deck in terms of like it has a lot of, I guess, a lot of complicated and in-depth language. I really want to pull out from this because this is such a higher vibrational deck that can really bring us into our highest timeline, our highest vibration. Okay. Right. I'd like one last card in regards to any messages or information that I'm missing for this reading for the group. This is very interesting. Okay, and 2 cards. Right. We have observe. Okay? Loving eyes see all. See the truth. Step back. So, right, this is a time right now with the full moon, as I said, that you need to rest and go inwards and sort of observe, as I said, the things that you need to observe so you can transform and start seeing the manifestations in the physical world. But this is really the card of being like the owl, not doing much action right now. This is a time where you need to go within. And lastly, we have travel. Inner and outer journeys. Believe in yourself. Big shifts. This is like hinting on the eclipse season, making sure that we're shifting our energy so we can match the universe's vibrational shift, so we can be in the universe's song, so we can flow into the universe's song by honoring ourselves and taking some time out. Okay, I hope that part resonated with everyone. And what I'm going to do now is channel some information from any high vibrational beings coming through. Just going to tidy up my cards a little bit so we have a little bit of a cleaner desk. How's everyone feeling? Let's move this here. I have like a big shiny light in my face, so I'm feeling like, and there's a lot of red energy. I didn't plan this, but I have the red light bulb, the red dress. It's feeling very red. Okay, let's move this around. Put this over here. I'm so glad. It's so nice to hear that. It's good to hear some feedback. Okay. Right. Now, when I channel information, I will take probably a minute or two to just get into a bit of a meditative state. I may just play some music in the background, just a little bit, just to help me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see who wants to come through, basically. What higher vibrational beings want to come through and what they have to say. And then we're gonna be going into a meditation. And then we'll be doing some affirmations in the meditation, and then we're going to answer with some journal prompts. Okay. Right. Right. So let's go into a little meditative state. Right. I asked to receive information for my highest good and the group's highest good and our highest timeline. I'd like to receive information for this full moon container, and I ask that any higher vibrational beings wanting to come through and come with a message. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm already getting some imagery. Okay, the imagery is coming through. I'm seeing Hedarian energy coming through. Now, the Hedarians are a star race that unfortunately went through a lot of, I think, terrifying things, to be honest. But their energy is very strong. And I want to explain a little bit about the Hedarians before I get into the message. They have amplified heart chakra. So their heart chakra is very, very big and takes up a lot of space. They only know love. That's the only thing that's their one philosophy. They're very connected to their own version of Mother Gaia. And on their planet, the planet's mainly made up of like forests and nature. There's no infrastructure, so to speak. Not that I know of. The air in Hadar is just, it's like a breath of fresh air. That's what I'm feeling. And the people, they live in communities, and there's no boundaries in regards to, like, I guess not, boundaries is not the right word. There's no rigidness in regards to relationships. Everyone just loves one another. There's no you are mine, I am yours. We have there's been many famous Hedarians. Like Marilyn Monroe was a Hedarian soul. Jennifer. Elizabeth Taylor. they really hold the frequency of playfulness and joy. And they have no boundaries when it comes to love. Yeah, they just don't. They just love with their full heart. And that's why many Hedarian souls on this planet, they have problems in regards to relationships because they don't understand the rules, so to speak, in relationships. And they just love so purely and so strongly that they can actually sometimes attract more negative people, more controlling people who is trying to control their good heart and their light. And the message from the Hedarians that's coming through is the love that you give out when you connect to your heart chakra and your higher heart chakra and the cosmic heart and Mother Gaia. When we connect to all of those things, we can be strong in knowing that our love is enough. And that our love is bountiful. I'm getting the imagery of them coming around me. There's like a circle of women. They're so welcoming. They're so wonderful. Their essence. It's almost like meeting sisters. And they want me to invite you and our circle into this Hedarian circle. They're almost like telling us to sit down in the circle, and they're putting their hands on the earth. How important it is for us to ground ourselves in times like this, especially with this full moon. Grounding our energy down, going inwards, letting Mother Earth take the load, take the things that need to fall away from us so that we can step more into our heart chakra, so we can grow this chakra bigger. Because currently, right now, the majority of humans on this earth, their heart chakra is very blocked, very closed. It only goes out a certain amount. And that's because a lot of people are getting their energy and their love from other people instead of connecting with their own divinity, connecting with Mother Earth, grounding through Mother Earth, and letting this heart chakra shine. They want us to honor Mother Earth more. Going for a walk, looking at the trees, smiling at nature. They're also bringing up codependency. They want to remind me and everyone here that although Earth is almost like a blueprint in many ways for Hadar, Mother Earth's spirit on this earth is very strong. And when we lose our connection from that, we end up depending on others for grounding and for love, as I said earlier. And this results in pain. It results in anguish. So they're challenging us to stay in our authenticity, to stay in our truth, to stay in our heart center, so that and simultaneously connecting with others. And what that does is it will send a ripple effect out to others to connect with their heart so that their heart can grow. But you have to stay in your truth, in your belonging. Thank you. Have we got any other messages for us? they're showing me that everyone that's here needs to be reminded of the community of women and how women's circles are so, so important for us to remember who we are and remember our connection with ourselves. They're honoring us for coming here, and I'm also honoring them. Thank you. I'd like to ask if there's any more higher vibrational beings that want to come through. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting some Venetians. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that Venus was and is ascended Earth in 5D. It's the physical manifestation of that. When we see the planet Venus in the sky, that's what it represents. And I'm a male and a female have come forward. They're very beautiful looking. I mean, they're just gorgeous. And their energy is just so peaceful and loving and so bright. And they're showing me Venus. They're showing me just, there's so much beauty on this planet. There's so much wonder. Oh my gosh, it's just stunning. Okay. And they're telling me that the desires and the goals that the group is trying to push forward, they're wanting you to check that it's in alignment with New Earth, an alignment with the 5th dimension. So all these goals and desires that you have, we have to check them in with our higher self. Is this really what we want and need? And if it is, that's great. If it's not, we can shift this slightly to kind of have a higher frequency. But they're showing me that these manifestations that you're trying to bring down onto Earth, that you single-handedly doing that is going to bring, you don't think it is, but it's going to bring so much difference to the frequency of Earth right now. And although that feels like a lot of responsibility, everyone in this circle are almost like ambassadors for Earth. Everyone in this group here are starseeds. Everyone has been in a light body. Everyone has seen in this group higher dimensions. And we're here to remember and to bring that down to Earth. They're showing me almost like seeds coming from your heart space and being planted on the Earth in different spaces, and it growing even long after your physical body is gone, and how much that's impactful. They're also reminding me of how colorful we all are and bring awareness to our aura. I didn't know this was going to come through. Yeah, so of our aura, energetically, we need to release a lot this full moon, this group, so we can step into our higher selves. And there's stuff that's being stored in our aura at the moment that's not really helping us be in our higher self. And they're repeatedly saying about a rainbow aura. So this is interesting. Rainbows also have a connection for me to Mother Gaia. So I just want you to remember that. Okay? And whenever you see rainbows, it's them reminding you of Earth's beauty. Wow. They're just honoring and they're blessing everyone in this group. And they've just almost like activated our third eye. They've just almost like tapped it, like this little tap. So I want you to pay attention to your bodily sensations while you're listening to this channeling, because they're all around us. It's not just within me. I want you to be open to their energy. Thank you. Anything else from my spiritual team? No, they're just showing me swells of light that we're creating this high vibrational energy that I'm so happy to be bringing in. Wow, that was wonderful. I hope that, wow, that was wonderful. I hope that's resonating with everyone. Whoa. It's so beautiful when I'm in the channeling because I can kind of feel the energy of those high vibrational beings. But it's also so equally nice to come back and kind of just feel my human body and feel how happy and grateful I am to be alive and be in this body. Right, so we're going to be now moving into the meditation aspect. And what I want you to do, so I'm going to give you a few minutes to just get comfy. I'd love for you guys to do this with me while I'm talking so that you can get the most out of this. So this could be sitting on the chair that you're in, but I would recommend laying down, okay? And just getting comfy. I recommend a straight back, and rolling your shoulders back a little bit to just create some space in your heart area. So I'm going to give you like a minute or two just to get into a comfy space. And then we can start this meditation. Okay. This meditation is intended to transform anything lower energies, any negative energies out of our energetic bodies and bring in more and upgrade the system and bring in more light. And how we're going to be doing that is we're going to be connecting with the violet flame, which is an incredible spiritual tool that will basically, I'll go into that a bit more, but it's going to be led by Archangel Michael. And we're also going to be bringing in the white light or the diamond light through Archangel Gabriel. And it's going to be magical and amazing. So I hope everyone's in a comfy space. Okay. I want you to start paying attention now to your natural breath and the natural rhythms of your breath. And if you haven't by now, close your eyes. And I want you to visualize in front of you a sea of stars. I want you to imagine yourself bathing your body in these bright, beautiful stars. And as you're connecting to your natural breath, I want you to look at the stars and almost like tune into their brightness. And as you tune into the brightness, I want you to deepen your breath. I want you to breathe in deeply into your womb space for the count of 5. Now breathe out and detense to the count of 7. I'm going to call in 4 archangels to guard all 4 corners of this container. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel. Please come and be present throughout the duration of this meditation and after. I now want you to focus your energy into your root chakra. This is just between your sit bones, your pelvic area, your hip area. And I want to breathe into this area. And as you breathe into this area, I want you to imagine a soft red light growing and glowing. The deeper your breath goes and the more you breathe. And I want you to affirm, I am grounded. I am safe. I am connected to Mother Earth. And as it grows brighter and starts getting bigger, I now want you to draw your attention up to below your belly button. And as you breathe into this area, I want you to start visualizing soft, glowing orange light into your sacral area, which is just below your belly button. And as it grows brighter and bigger, I want you to affirm, I am connected to my goddess energy. I am creative. I am joyful. And as that area gets brighter and bigger, I ask you to draw your awareness up just below your rib cage to your solar plexus. And as you breathe deeper into this area, I want you to imagine a soft yellow glow growing brighter and bolder. And I want you to affirm with me, I am confident. I am vibrant. I walk in my true purpose. And as the solar plexus grows brighter and bolder, I ask you to draw your awareness now to your heart chakra, which is just in the middle of your chest. And as we breathe deeply into this area, now I want you to imagine a soft green glowing light growing brighter and bolder. And affirm with me, I give and receive easily. I am compassionate to myself and others. My heart grows bigger every day. And as this chakra grows brighter and bigger, I now move your awareness up to your throat chakra, which is just where your Adam's apple is. And as you breathe into this area, I want you to imagine a soft light blue light growing bolder and brighter. I want you to affirm with me, I am free to express my truth. I listen to my inner child. I speak from my heart. And as this grows brighter and bigger, I ask you to now move your awareness up to your third eye, which is just above your eyebrows, in the middle of your forehead. And as you breathe into this area, I want you to now imagine a soft indigo light growing bolder and brighter. And affirm with me, my psychic abilities are transforming. I have clarity and I can see the truth. I am connected to my intuition. Now, as this grows brighter and bolder, lastly, I want you to focus on your crown chakra, which is just an inch or two above your head. Now, you may feel a tingling here. Now, I ask you to breathe into this area. And as you breathe in, I want you to visualize a warm, soft glowing light, growing brighter and bolder with every breath you take. I want you to affirm with me, I am connected to my higher self. I am one with the cosmic heart. I let in more light into my energetic body. I let in more light into my energetic body. I let in more light into my energetic body. Now, as we focus on that crown chakra and we feel the shift in our energetic bodies with all the chakras working healthily, wholly, and fully in alignment, I now call in Archangel Michael with its violet flame. Now this flame is cool, not hot, okay? And where this violet flame goes, it transforms even the deepest and darkest negative energy into light and space to fill with love and light. Now I'm going to invite Archangel Zadkiel to come into your energy. And as he steps in, just feel the shift in energy. Now I want you to visualize that violet flame in his hand. And next, I want you to visualize him pouring this violet flame from his hand through your crown chakra and over your body. Down your head, down your throat, down your shoulders, through your arms and your hands, through your chest and your stomach, violet flames, getting rid of any of those negative energies that are holding you back from where you're supposed to be and where you want to be. In your pelvis, in your thighs, in your knees, in your calves, in your feet, until you're now one with the violet flame. You can affirm with me, I am one with the violet flame. I ask for the violet flame to bring all your chakras into optimal states and to clear anything that is not aligned in your energetic body, and to transform anything negative that's holding you back. Now we say our thank you to Archangel Michael, and as he steps back, I now ask for Archangel Gabriel to step forward. Now feel this subtle shift. Archangel Gabriel is carrying in his hand the white flame, the diamond light, and he's going to step forward into your energetic space, and he's going to pour through your crown chakra and around your energetic body diamond white light, illuminating your soul's essence, leaving you feeling connected with the cosmic heart, your higher self, opening you up to your sacred gifts, strengthening your heart connection. And as it flows and trickles down through your head, your throat, your shoulders, your arms, your fingers, your chest, your tummy, your pelvis, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and finally your feet. I want you to feel those diamond shimmering white flames, or you can see it as a light, in every cell of your body and all of your energetic bodies that vibrate out of you. And I want you to feel into the shift that's going on within every cell, into illuminating and allowing more light into your body, upgrading your system. Breathe into this diamond light and imagine your body glowing, shimmering with every breath you take. I'm going to ask Archangel Gabriel to now step away. And I want you to feel that shift in your body from the transformative violet flame to the diamond white light. And now I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to step forward. He has a sword, a flaming blue sword. And what he's going to do, as he comes into your energetic space, he's going to seal in all this yummy, good energy where all of your chakras are optimized and there's more light being brought in through your crown chakra. And he's going to seal all this yummy stuff in, as well as protecting you from anything negative that wants to come in. He's going to seal you into this bubble. And as he seals you in, I want you to imagine this blue bubble around you. And as he does that, he's going to step away now. And I want to express, and if you can also express gratitude to all the angels. And have gratitude also for this practice. And gratitude for yourself for bringing yourself here and to giving yourself this healing. Now I just want you to connect with your breath again, wherever it's at. Come back into your body. Feel your fingers and your toes. Maybe give them a little wiggle. And only when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And come back to the live. Gonna give you a few minutes just to recalibrate a little bit. Because that got me in the zone. How was that for everyone? Let me know. I hope that really helped some of you move through this full moon's energy. I know how intense it is. I can feel the energy at the moment. But I really do believe that meditation is really going to be healing for this full moon. So let me know how you're feeling. Maybe just use one word for how you're feeling right now. Could be peaceful, excited, tired. Motivated. I love that, Karina. Has anyone else got any words? Grateful. Oh, I'm so glad. I feel really almost peaceful after that. Has anyone else got anything that they want to chime in? We're going to be going on to now the journal prompts. So, if you haven't already, get your diary out or get like a piece of paper out, something that you can write on, even in your notes. These are going to be 3 prompts. It's just going to help you kind of, after this, kind of keep in the flow of this full moon, utilizing it and digging anything out that needs to still come out. We have your first journal prompt being, how can I connect more with others while staying in my truth? Now what I'm going to do is write that in the chat. How, so that you can actually copy that. That's number 1. And number 2 is, When was the last time I connected with my intuition, and how did it come through? So this is going to be a little exercise to help you figure out how your intuition comes through. That can be through seeing, feeling, knowing, sensing, hearing. Okay? So let's write that for you too. When was the last time I connected with my intuition, and how did it come through? And lastly, what old habits, sorry, my handwriting. What old habits or old beliefs, traumas or triggers need to be transformed? Question mark. Now, how I would answer this question is, what I would do is I'd give yourself something like, for example, an old belief is judgment, right? Judging yourself. And how it needs to be transformed is it might need to be transformed into acceptance. So this is what I mean by that. So what old beliefs, old habits, triggers, traumas need to be transformed, and okay, so that's your 3 journal prompts. And how we're going to end with, so what I'm going to do actually is pull out some self-care actions that you can take now in regards to this full moon. What ritual does this full moon want us to do? For this container specifically, for this group specifically, what self-care actions do we need to do to utilize this full moon to let go of the things we need to let go of and bring in more light? Let's see what they have for us. Let's see. What self-care actions will this group... Ooh! Right. The Venetians were true. I want 2 more cards, please. And last but not least, 1 more. Okay, wow. So we have 3. First of all, we have clear your energy field. Now, this came up with the Venetians, what they channeled through, that right now, this is really important that whatever we have going on in regards to letting these things go, when we do let them go, we need to remember to clear our energy field afterwards, so there's no remnants in our aura, so nothing can cling on. So I want you to get some sage, I want you to get in the bath or have a shower and imagine these things just falling away so we can step into this new space. And I want you to do that in the next few days, not just today. Okay? Secondly, we have chanting. Now this is really interesting because chanting is really powerful when we want to release or manifest anything. As it's the full moon, it's all about releasing. So I feel like what's coming to me is that I am one with the violet flame. I am one with the violet flame. So if we can chant that while we are clearing our aura, that can really help, because the violet flame, as I said, is the violet flame of transformation that really does take away all of those negative energies. So I want you to chant please and use that throat chakra to get rid of anything that needs to go. And lastly, we have make a vision board. Now this is interesting because this is not really in alignment with just releasing, right? And on new moons we usually manifest. So I think this is about these dreams and desires that you're wanting to bring forth. And I don't want you to think about it in a logical way. I want you to create a vision board, much like I did for this moon circle, more of like an energy idea of how you want your next month to go. What you want to step into. Use also feeling words like, you know, confident, abundant, and using certain colors and imagery to create the energy that you're wanting to bring forward. This is going to help you with kind of, so after we transform, we're left with all this empty space of where we're wanting to go. And that's what that vision board can give you, this kind of space to go forward and know the direction you're going forward. I hope that resonated with everyone on terms of like self-care actions to go forward that I want you to complete after this as well. I'm also getting a little nudge that maybe we can also light a candle, and when we blow it out, imagine all of the old habits, the old triggers, the old traumas, beliefs, getting rid of them. Because light is, well, fire, shall we say, is extremely powerful in terms of releasing things. So we can also use that. Let me know how everyone's feeling, and this is going to be the end of the moon circle container. We've gone 5 minutes over, but we were like 5 or 10 minutes late, so I'm sorry again for that because I was a little bit late, little technical issues, but I hope that everyone feels refreshed, transformed, more connected. And I'm sending everyone so much love. Thank you for turning up. Oh, thank you so much, Mims. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Karina. Sending you all lots of love. Right. I have to figure out how to end it. So this is going to be funny. But as I said, thank you everyone for showing up, and also for the people who are going to be receiving the recording. I really appreciate the support, especially because this is my first one. Many more to come from me as well as healing sessions I love to do. Many don't know that I also can do Reiki, and that's what I want to bring into my practice more. So yeah. Right, before I carry on rambling, I'm going to go now.